Hello everyone, my name is Brendan Snyder. Thank you so much for joining me and welcome to a special review for the brand new Ghost album, Impera. It's their 5th studio album from the Macabre Rockers and it just came out on Friday, March 11th of 2022 and we're going to dive into it in just a bit. But before we do, if you're new to my channel and you haven't already hit the subscribe button, please click the button. Also leave a comment, hit like, all those things help support my channel. I would greatly appreciate it. And of course, as an added bonus, by subscribing, you'll be able to stay up to date on all that's going on in the world of music, just like this with a review for the brand new Ghost album, Impera. And so the band itself, Swedish band formed back in 2006, so kind of still relatively new. And they released their debut album 5 years later in 2011. And so for me at least, you know, from their album covers, costumes, personas, even their music videos, I would have expected something more like a brutal death metal sounding style band, but the thing is they're actually richly steeped in classic rock, 80s metal, and even horror movie score music. And so the band itself is often compared to Blue Oyster Cult. That's one of the first references I heard about the band, which is what made me take notice and go listen to them, being a fan of the classic rock 70s band Blue Oyster Cult. And frontman Tobias Forge, better known as Papa Emeritus, he's sort of like the anti-pope, you know, done in makeup and the robes and all of that sort of stuff. So they've got a really cool, you know, effect and appearance and that sort. He's the mastermind of the band itself and really the only named member, as the other band members are simply referred to as a group of nameless ghouls. And I've always kind of felt that was a little unfortunate because the musicians are so good. They are worthy of recognition in their own right, but it's also kind of an interesting way to do things that's sort of untypical to the way that rock bands and rock stardom and all of that sort of stuff is. I'm relatively new to the band, enjoying the song Rats when it first came out as part of 2018's Prequelle album, but it was actually the theme song from the movie Halloween Kills, the song Hunter's Moon, that really pulled me in. That one there totally made me a fan. I ended up going out and buying the whole catalog, and I've really been gearing up for the new album since then. And so this new album here, the one we're going to talk about, Impera, which just came out on March 11th, features 12 tracks on it, 46 minutes long. As I mentioned, it's their 5th studio album. This has got the 12 tracks, so 2 instrumental intros, so 10 songs total on this. And it's been 4 long years since Prequelle, but like most things, it was delayed for 2 years due to the pandemic. Now, what's kind of interesting about that is that the last one, Prequelle, actually predicted the pandemic itself, and now it seems like this new album here has predicted the Ukraine war, or the war in Ukraine, maybe I should say, and it maybe is predicting some fall of empires. We'll have to wait and see how prophetic this new album is. But for me, at least, out of each album that has sequentially been released, each one has gotten better. The band has constantly grown. And for me, at least, Impera is on par with Prequelle. Just really good. From opening instrumental track on here, Imperium, instead of it being a long, ethereal, fade-in type instrumental piece, the music kicks in right away on it and just grabs the listener, pulling them in. But it's actually the second track on here, Caesarion, that really kicks things off for this album. It was has an immediately memorable keyboard riff on it and a chugging guitar that just pulls the song right along, you know, making this album get off to a great start. But one of my favorite tracks is actually track 3 on here. It's called Spillways. And this one here starts with a keyboard part that's reminiscent out of something from 80s pop music. And it just beautifully melds the dark subject matter of the song itself with something more light and uplifting. And that's one of the key qualities of this band that I've really enjoyed about them. Track number 4, Call Me Little Sunshine. It was actually the first single off of here. And when I first heard it, it didn't grab me. It didn't pull me in. And I thought, you know, let me wait until I hear it in the context of the album. And I'm glad that I did, because where it falls as the 4th track in the album is a perfect place for it on the album. It creates a really good pace, slowing things down at this point. And now I'm really enjoying this song in the context of the whole album. track number 5, Hunter's Moon, the song I talked about that is the theme song to the movie Halloween Kills. I'm so glad this one made the album itself. I was afraid they were going to leave it off and it would just be that one-off song on a soundtrack, but unfortunately they put it on and it creates a really nice high point right around the middle of the album. And then track 6, Watcher in the Sky, opens with a really great heavy guitar riff on it, driving the song with such force and then just chugging as it turns into a big over-the-top rocker. And you know, that's just the first half of this album. The 6 other tracks on here are just as good, creating more peaks and valleys throughout this for, you know, everyone's enjoyment. But let's take a look at this album. There's the front cover of it. I mean, it's really densely done artwork on this thing. Here's the back side of it. You got the track listing down there. And if we open this up, the artwork actually goes together and bridges from one side to the other, which I really, really like when bands do that sort of stuff. There's the inside, so the booklet art does the same thing. And I'll pop the disc out because this is the only place we get a shot of, you know, Papa Emeritus and or the band, depending upon how you want to think of them. And I'll pull the booklet out here because this is a 28-page booklet with some really cool illustrations. First thing, I'll just show you that cover again. But look at these dense illustrations that are included in here. And of course we get the lyrics, but very, very cool. Always got great artwork along with their stuff. It's like their videos. They're very visual band, obviously, with the makeup, the costuming, music videos, and all that sort of stuff. But they do it too with the art and the booklets and things of that nature as well. And we'll get to one more here. There we go. And then the rest of it and the back side. And just to finish things off, I'll open that back up for you guys. So bottom line on this album, real highlight for me so far of 2022. I know we're kind of early in the year, but this one here has really surprised me. And with each listen on it, it's gotten better and better. I love the pop sensibilities of the band, where they mix, you know, that pop quality with the macabre. And it's enjoyable whether you're in a happy mood or you're in a sort of a deep, dark place. Either way, it's, you know, musically, lyrically, it works in both capacities. And I do think it's one of the reasons that this band has had such success and crossover appeal the way that they have. I mean, I'm a typical one, you know, classic rocker that might not normally have gotten into a band like this, but their musical stylings and everything really pulled me in and did it anyway. And, you know, if you're one of those ones that haven't checked out the band yet, I would say now's the time to do it. And certainly if you are a fan of the band, do yourself a favor and check out this album because it is really good in my opinion. And so there you go. That is the review for the brand new Ghost album Impera. Hopefully you enjoyed it. Consider sharing this video out on social media. Help spread the word for both me and the band Ghost. I know we would both greatly appreciate it. And certainly take care. Have a good day. And I'll talk to you all real soon. Bye-bye, everyone.